Okay, raise your hand if the FINRA Series 6 exam has made you want to throw your textbook out the window. Yeah, I see you. We're fixing this together. Today, we're slowing things down to look at the logic behind mutual fund share classes, the real rules of variable annuities, and how FINRA actually views your communications. If you've been struggling to make the pieces fit, this is for you. Let's get into it. Most people fail because they memorize definitions without understanding the why. We're going to flip that script by looking at the mistakes first so you don't make them on exam day. Now, here's the thing about mutual funds. Everyone thinks they're the easy part of the exam until the share class questions start hitting. Okay? I often see students pick Class A shares for short-term investors because the 12B1 fees are lower. That's a trap. Why would you pay a massive front-end load today if you're selling in 2 years? Think of it like a gym membership with a huge sign-up fee. It only makes sense if you're going for years. What I see students do is forget that breakpoints only help the big players. If your client isn't hitting those volume discounts, that front-end load is going to sting. Stick to Class A for the long haulers. The most common wrong answer is thinking Class B is the best of both worlds because there's no check to write up front. It feels free, right? But the back-end load, the CDSC, is lurking. It's like a breakup fees for leaving the fund too early. The thing nobody tells you is that Class B often has the highest internal expenses while you wait for that load to disappear. If you remember nothing else from this section, remember TH1S. Class B is almost never the right answer for a wealthy investor who could have hit a breakpoint in Class A. People see that 1% max 12B1 fee and think, hey, that's small. But that fee is like a leaky faucet. It never stops dripping. Students often mistake these for long-term holds, but if you stay in Class C for 10 years, you'll likely pay way more than if you just paid the Class A load up front. It's for the in-betweeners, people staying more than a year but less than 5, right? Quick reset. A is long, C is short, B is, well, B is becoming rare, but keep it in your back pocket for the exam. Okay, buckle up, this next bit catches even experienced candidates, because it mixes insurance rules with investment risks. Cadres. The mistake I see most is people treating the separate account like a guaranteed insurance product. It's not. The separate account is where the risk lives. Think of the general account as the insurance company's safe and the separate account as the client's personal casino floor. If the market tanks, the separate account tanks. Does the insurance company guarantee your investment gains? Absolutely not. They only guarantee that the check won't bounce if you die or annuitize. Candidates often think a 1035 exchange is a get-out-of-jail freeze card for any annuity switch. While it's true you don't pay taxes on the gain, FINRA is watching you like a hawk. They're looking for churning. If you switch a client's annuity every 3 years, you're going to have a very bad day with the regulators. Actually, let me back up. The rule is really about suitability. Is the new benefit worth the new surrender period? If you can't answer that, the exchange shouldn't happen. Stay with me here because we're moving into the wordplay section of the exam where one single person changes the whole rule. Let me put it another way. This is the classic stumbling block. Many students think the magic number is 25. But it's about the more than part. If you send a letter to exactly 25 people, it's correspondence. If you send it to 26, boom, it's retail communication. Why does it matter? Because retail usually needs a principal's signature before you hit send, while correspondence just needs a review afterward. If you got that distinction down, you're in better shape than you think, because most people flip those two in their heads. Here's the exam day version. A lot of people think the principal is just a boss who signs things. In reality, they're the legal shield. Students often miss questions about who is responsible for a bad ad. Is it the rep? Well, yes, but the firm and the principal who approved it are the ones FINRA is going to call. The thing to remember is that you can't just suggest a mutual fund in a public seminar without that content being vetted first. Right, one last check. If it's public and it's scripted, a principal definitely saw it first. We've covered the hidden costs of share classes, the reality of annuity risks, and the strict lines drawn around how you talk to the public. These aren't just rules, they're the framework for how you'll actually protect your clients and your career. Take a second and think about how much more you actually understand now compared to 10 minutes ago. That's progress. To turn it into exam day confidence, go run a free practice test on FraserExam.com. Like and subscribe if today helped. You got the knowledge, now go prove it.